Hey there. Have you ever wondered what your body might be trying to tell you when something feels a bit off? Sometimes it's the little things, like a change in how you feel or something unusual you notice, that can clue you in to what's going on inside. Today, I want to talk about your liver, that amazing organ that works hard every day to keep you healthy. It's like a superhero in your body, quietly handling so many important jobs. But sometimes it can get stressed out, and when that happens, it might send some signals that are easy to miss if you don't know what to look for. Let's dive into some surprising signs that could hint at liver trouble, why they happen, and what you can do to help your liver stay happy and healthy. My goal is to make this super easy to understand, whether you're a teenager curious about health or someone older wanting to take better care of yourself. Let's make it a friendly chat about keeping your body in tip-top shape. First off, let's clear up a big myth about the liver. A lot of people think liver problems only happen if you drink too much alcohol. While that can definitely be a factor, it's not the whole story. Your liver can get overwhelmed by things like eating lots of sugary snacks, processed foods, or fast food meals. Even things like cooking with certain vegetable oils or taking painkillers like acetaminophen or ibuprofen too often can put a strain on it. Viruses like the ones that cause hepatitis can also cause trouble. Basically, your liver is dealing with a lot, and it's not just about alcohol. Knowing this can help you make smarter choices to keep it healthy. Now let's talk about one of the first signs you might notice if your liver is struggling. Changes in your bathroom habits. Specifically, you might see that your poop looks lighter than usual, maybe even a pale or clay-like color. Normally, your liver makes something called bile, which helps break down fats from the food you eat. That bile is what gives your poop its usual brown color. But if your liver isn't working quite right, like if it's dealing with something called fatty liver disease, the bile might not flow properly. This can make your poop look lighter. Sometimes it might even float in the toilet because there's extra fat that didn't get digested properly. It's a small thing, but it can be a hint that your liver needs some attention. Another clue your liver might give you has to do with your eyes, especially how well you see at night. Have you ever noticed it's harder to see when the lights are low, like when you're driving at dusk or walking in a dimly lit room? This could be a sign that your body isn't getting enough vitamin A, which is super important for your eyes. Your liver helps your body use vitamin A to keep the cells in your eyes working well, especially the ones that help you see in the dark. If your liver is having a tough time, it might not process vitamin A properly, and that can lead to what doctors call night blindness. You might also notice your eyes feel dry, sore, or gritty, which could point to a problem with your gallbladder too, since it works closely with your liver. Let's move on to something you might notice in your legs or feet. If your right foot or ankle starts looking puffier than the left, that swelling could be a sign of liver trouble. Here's why. Your liver helps keep blood flowing smoothly through your body. When it's not working as well as it should, it can get a bit enlarged, which puts pressure on a big vein called the portal vein. This can cause fluid to build up in your legs or feet, making them swell. If you press on the swollen spot and it leaves a little dent that takes a moment to bounce back, that's a clue something might be up with your liver. It's like your body's way of waving a flag to get your attention. Another interesting sign to watch for is little growths around your eyes. You might spot small white or yellowish bumps on or near your eyelids. These are tiny pockets of cholesterol that collect under your skin. Normally, your liver is great at breaking down cholesterol, but if it's struggling, cholesterol can start to pile up in places it shouldn't, like around your eyes. It's not just a cosmetic thing. It's a signal that your liver might need some help managing fats in your body. You might also feel something unusual on the right side of your body, like a sense of pressure or discomfort under your rib cage, especially after a big meal. This can happen because your liver and gallbladder work together to process fats. If your liver is having a hard time, the bile it makes can get thick and sluggish, clogging up the tiny tubes that connect to your gallbladder. That backup can make you feel a bit of tightness or even pain in that area. Sometimes, this pressure can even travel up to your right shoulder, making it feel tense or sore. It's like your body is saying, "Hey, something's not quite right down here." Now here's a sign that might catch you by surprise. Bruising more easily than usual, or noticing small purple or red spots on your skin. Your liver makes proteins that help your blood clot properly, so cuts and scrapes don't bleed too much. But if your liver is inflamed or not working well, it might not produce enough of those proteins. That can make you bruise more easily, and you might see little red or purple bumps, almost like a rash, on places like your arms or legs. It's tied to how well your blood is circulating, and it's another way your liver might be asking for some TLC. Let's talk about your feet again, but this time it's about your heels. If the skin on your heels is super dry and cracked, it could be more than just a need for lotion. Your body uses a nutrient called vitamin B3, or niacin, to keep your skin healthy and smooth. When your liver is dealing with damage, it might use up more niacin to try to fix itself, leaving less for your skin. This can make the skin on your feet, especially your heels, get rough and cracked. It's a small clue, but it's worth paying attention to. Ever feel an annoying itch on the palms of your hands or the soles of your feet that just won't quit? That could be another sign your liver is struggling. When your liver isn't filtering things as well as it should, bile acids can build up under your skin. Those acids can trigger histamines, which are chemicals in your body that cause itching. It's like your skin is reacting to something it doesn't like, and it's your liver's way of saying it needs a break. Your fingernails can tell a story too. If they start looking completely white instead of their usual pinkish color, or if they get a rounded, almost bulbous shape, that could point to serious liver trouble. This happens because your liver might not be helping oxygen get to your nails properly. Back in the 1950s, doctors noticed that a lot of people with severe liver damage had nails that turned all white. It's not super common, but it's something to keep an eye on. Another thing to watch for is a change in the color of your pee. If it starts looking darker than usual, like a deep orange, amber, or even cola-colored, that could mean your liver isn't breaking down old red blood cells properly. Those cells contain a yellowish pigment called bilirubin, and when your liver or gallbladder is struggling, that pigment can build up and show up in your urine. Certain medications, like antibiotics or birth control pills, can also stress your liver and contribute to this, so it's worth checking in with a doctor if you notice it. One of the more obvious signs of liver trouble is when your skin or the whites of your eyes start looking yellow. This is called jaundice, and it happens when your liver can't filter out bilirubin effectively. That pigment builds up in your blood and gives your skin that yellowish tint. Jaundice is a big red flag that something serious, like hepatitis or even medication overload, might be affecting your liver. If you see this, it's really important to talk to a doctor right away. Finally, you might notice tiny red dots on your skin with little blood vessels branching out like spider webs. These are called spider veins, and they can show up when your liver isn't filtering out excess estrogen properly. Too much estrogen can weaken your blood vessels, making them dilate and become visible under your skin. It's another subtle sign that your liver might be working overtime. If any of these signs sound familiar, don't panic, but do take it seriously. Scheduling a visit with your doctor for a checkup, maybe even an ultrasound, can help figure out what's going on. The good news is that your liver is incredibly tough. It's built to heal and regenerate if you give it the right support. Let's talk about how you can help your liver get back on track with some simple natural steps. Your liver goes through stages when it's damaged. First, it might collect extra fat. Then, it can get inflamed. Over time, scar tissue can form, which is called fibrosis. In the worst cases, it can progress to something called cirrhosis, which is really serious. But here's the amazing part. Your liver can bounce back from a lot of this if you make some changes. It's like giving your liver a chance to hit the reset button. One of the best things you can do is take a look at what you're eating. Try cutting back on sugary stuff like soda, candy, or cookies, and go easy on starchy foods like bread, pasta, or pancakes. These can be tough on a liver that's already stressed, especially because of the sugar called fructose, which your liver processes a lot like alcohol. Instead, load up on foods that your liver loves. Think leafy greens like kale or spinach, veggies like broccoli, Brussels sprouts or radishes, and things like garlic, onions, or mushrooms. Foods like wild salmon, walnuts, or eggs from pasture-raised chickens are great too. These foods have sulfur and other nutrients that help your liver clear out fat and toxins, kind of like giving it a good spring cleaning. Starting your day with a cup of organic coffee can actually be good for your liver. Adding a pinch of turmeric to it can make it even better. Coffee has compounds that can help reduce scar tissue in your liver, and turmeric has nutrients that support healing. Just don't go overboard. 1 cup is plenty. Also, make sure you're drinking enough water, at least 1 liter a day, to help your liver make bile and flush out toxins. Squeezing a bit of fresh lemon or lime juice into your water can give your liver an extra boost by helping it filter out junk more efficiently. These steps aren't about making huge, overwhelming changes all at once. It's about small, smart choices that add up over time. Your liver is working hard for you every day, so giving it a little love with better food and hydration can go a long way. If you're noticing any of those signs we talked about, don't wait. Check in with a doctor to get a clearer picture of what's going on. Your liver's got an incredible ability to heal, and with a few tweaks, you can help it get back to doing what it does best, keeping you healthy and feeling great. Here's to taking care of yourself, 1 step at a time.